of the nations will implode, and on that day the worlds will be reborn.
So this is gonna. Oh yeah, I got it. Sit down. Appreciate it. Boom.
Hello, and welcome to Flowers. Today we have Starchild.
Yes, that's my name, Starchild.
Tell me a little bit about what happened here today.
We played some music about the fall of capitalism, and it was awesome.
It was spectacular.
Hey, okay. I'm thinking like 80s power ballad.
Tell me a little bit about the name, Starchild. Where did it come from?
Starchild was the name I gave myself in an internet chat room in 1989 when I wanted to be neither a boy or a girl, but both. Woo! So I went to a rave in New York City in 2003, and I was in the drum and bass room, and a voice said, "This is worship." And it's been my quest ever since to make a church that's just a dance party without any fucking like doctrine or anything.
I'll just go home.
You're a songwriter and a poet. Can you let us know a little bit about that?
Yeah, I mean, it was originally a way to talk back to my bullies. You know, as a queer autistic kid, that was kind of my outlet, was to write it down, because I couldn't think of things to say, like when people would tease me. Like I couldn't think of it right away, so I'd go home and then I'd write a poem about it. And yeah, I let you leave the mic there, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm supposed to say more. Stopping into flowers, cross-pollinating. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep talking. If you take it away again, that's fine. But I mean, basically, yeah, my goal is to overthrow capitalism with music, you know, like pretty much, and poetry. And also like, you know, white Christian empire. And the funny thing is I'm actually an ordained Christian pastor, but white Christian empire, you know, like I kind of am, I guess, on a witchy path to some degree, you know, well, not to some degree, to a lot of degree. But it works out all together in my mind. Like, I think that Jesus would overthrow capitalism because he's done with this shit. Because what we say is new, we have to tell ourselves it's true.
How do you synthesize Christianity and the witchy?
Yeah, well, basically, I could go all kinds of places with this, but the way I understand it is God is basically the word for our ancestors, and we can connect with our ancestors in all kinds of different ways. And all that witchiness means to me is doing rituals that bring our attention to the presence of the ancestors. But my hope is to just bring everything into further, deeper synchronicity. Like, that's my goal.
Yeah, let's just be loud the entire time. No dynamics.
Yeah, basically, my plan is to start dance parties. I have a rollable Bluetooth speaker that has 6 hours of battery. I make EDM. That's kind of my primary thing, is electronic dance music. And so I'm just going to be kind of like going around to public spaces and just starting dance parties. That's my plan for the summer. I guess I'll probably get arrested or something, but which will be fine, you know. But that's the idea, is like reclaim public space and establish, you know, an anarchist love commune, you know, basically. That's kind of the goal. Adam Smith can lick my chode, the wealth of the nations will implode, and on that day the world will be reborn. When every dollar's torn, when all the thorns of competition soften into flowers, cross-pollinating, we have our role to play. Don't be like yesterday, 'cause what we say is new. We have to tell ourselves it's true. And when the beast And when the beast goes down, people who share will work to make it work this time around.
Salt Knox, or Carter, is a transmask artist and designer based here in Virginia. He does buttons, stickers, prints, he did my logo. He was recently a vendor at ShokoCon in Chesapeake, as well as NecoCon in Hampton. If you would like to peruse his online shop, you can click on the link in our description below, or catch him in person at this year's GalaxyCon in Richmond.
I am an opera singer. I have something cape, and they tell me where to go with the black tape.
That is true. That do be a thing we do.
It's not about you, Wynn. It's about an opera singer.